Einen wunderschönen Willkommen zum heutigen Abend. Willkommen zur neuen Runde ELROY und die Aliens. Und wir haben schon Aliens gefunden. Es sind schon ein paar hier. Und wir haben die Eier, die eine Dame braucht. Ich glaube, wir kriegen jetzt ganz viel Geld. Und was haben wir hier?
They look super mushy. I'll need something to carry them.
Hammer. Ja.
Let's see.
Das ist gleich die rote Farbe, die wir suchen.
Nice.
This is pointless.
The holy sanctum of Jemhala, damaged in the Great Incident. This place must be pretty important. It has its own guard box and everything.
Ja, aber guckt keiner.
The Great Towers were destroyed in the incident. Of 6 towers, only 2 remain, with 1 dangerously leaning. Without the Jemhala, the past is open to dangerous interpretation. It's some kind of ancient device with carvings on it. Looks like a piece is missing. Who are these pictures of?
They are Juno and L'Oreal, respectable fusions who have gone missing. We searched everywhere but were unable to find them or find out what happened to them. They have a child, McLaughlin, who is devastated by their disappearance. He stands in front of the arena every day, playing his flute and hoping that the music will somehow make his parents return.
That is so sad.
Before the incident, anyone could come to this sanctuary and find a missing person, or to learn what had happened in the past. But now, all we are left with is sorrow, and the faces of lost fusions nailed to this useless ruin.
Priester, erzähl mal.
Dasayak.
Ah, hello. Guided tours are closed until tomorrow.
Guided tours?
Yes, of the former Jemhala Sanctuary. Aren't you here for the tour?
No. I'm Peggie. I just wanted to ask you a few questions.
Oh, please do. I have all the time in the world. My name is Slomek. Great pronunciation, by the way.
Thanks. So, you're a tour guide?
Actually, I am, or was, a high priest of the Jemhala. But as there is no Jemhala anymore, my only remaining function is answering ignorant tourist questions. I am sorry. I did not mean that as an insult. But that day and that man took everything from me.
What happened to the Jemhala?
The Jemhala, or time disk, was taken from us.
By whom?
An off-worlder.
Ach, Mist.
I wish I could
I'm
remember
JP.
the name. My
aber
memory
es ist
has
super
been
auf.
fading ever since.
Do you remember how it happened?
I remember one of our moons was covered that day. So it was a good day for a demonstration of the Jemhala's abilities. I opened a time rift into the previous day to this very location where you are standing right now. And this off-worlder, this monster, violated the sacred time rift.
Violated?
Our faith forbids physical interactions with the Harombiri, the past window. You see, the Harombiri may only be observed, never interacted with. But this stranger...
Guck die von
It's
gestern.
okay. Take your time.
This stranger, this violator, stepped through the Harombiri.
Are you saying that it's possible to actually travel through time using the time disk?
Possible, yes, but forbidden and dangerous.
So this man stepped through the time rift, and then what?
He found himself on the other side, in the previous day, and removed the gem halal from its sacred enclosure. The paradox caused by this abominable act reverberated throughout this sanctum and fractured the holy monoliths you can see behind us.
Oh, wow. That must have been awful.
It was incomprehensible and shocking. The worst day in the history of our world and of my life.
I'm so sorry. Do you remember when exactly that happened?
No, I'm sorry. As I said, my memory is not what it used to be. And I don't like to think about that day.
Nochmal zur Erklärung. Es ist einfach tierisch warm. Morgen wird es doch tierisch wärmer. Und ich möchte meine Technik hier nicht zu sehr aufheizen. Also heute hatten wir schon über 33 Grad. Morgen sind hier 38, 39 Grad angekündigt. Deswegen nehmen wir halt ruhige, sanfte Spiele, die nicht so anspruchsvoll sind. So inhaltlich vielleicht schon, aber nicht von der Performance.
Do you know Dr. Diego de Luna?
Oh, I'm very bad with names. In fact, my memory hasn't been very good since the gem halal was taken from us.
Das heißt, er kann nicht ausschließen, dass Diego das war.
What's that scroll you're
Wobei, der
holding?
war ja noch hier.
An incantation that is supposed to help me sleep. Ever since the incident, I have had terrible nightmares. These words here, they have a very calming effect on a fusion brain, even on animals, I think. The only
das brauchen wir.
problem is that they are in an ancient language that I can't read. And the only person who can does not want to see me.
Do you mean Professor Zax?
You know him? Could you ask him to translate it for
Damit
me?
können wir das Vieh
Sure,
beruhigen.
I'm happy to do it. See ya.
Da können wir das Vieh beruhigen.
It's supposed to be an ancient chant for relaxation or something. I have no idea how to read it, though. Maybe Professor Zax will know.
Okay. Der war nicht... Doch, der war hier.
Seems to...
Nee. Nee, wo war denn der? Doch, da oben.
I spoke to Priest Slomek.
Well, why would you speak to that cheat?
Cheat?
Yes. Many cycles ago, we had a wager, which he claims to have won. But I know he cheated, that pankert. I know he had a peek through his precious gem halal.
Anyway, he gave me this scroll, and I wonder if you could translate it.
Well, I suppose I could do that. For you, and because I enjoy language puzzles. Unfortunately, I cannot see without my glasses. If you can bring me my glasses, I will gladly assist you.
Da war ja was. Okay. So, lasse mal gucken. Tavernenplatz. Wir haben die Beeren, da können wir zum Maler gehen. Wir haben die Eier, da können wir zum Markt gehen.
Don't want to disturb a person reading the news.
Was wollte er nochmal hier?
Hello.
Ah, einen Drink, glaube ich, wollte der.
Those glasses you're wearing, they don't exactly look like they've been designed for you.
That's right. I won them from that nutty professor up on the hill. For all his language skills, that old bastard is clueless when it comes to chance.
Is there any way I could borrow them?
No chance. I'll sell them to you, though.
For what?
I have been dying for a fusion fire ale. If you bring me that, we have a deal. Mick the barman is out of ingredients, but he should have the recipe.
Okay, da müssen wir noch mal kurz nachfragen. Ich glaube, die Pilze haben wir. Oh, warte mal.
Can you tell me anything about the day the gem halal was stolen?
Sure. It was a sad day for Fuchsia. People lost the one thing they could trust. Things changed on Fuchsia after that. gambling, fake news, sports betting. The number of customers in this tavern eventually doubled. I'm not complaining about that. But you should ask Stephen up by the border control. He was practically there when it happened.
He was there?
He was on duty that
Steve
night, I
ist die
think.
geil.
He's always bragging about it in here.
Thanks.
So, hier nochmal.
Say, Mick, what's in a fusion fire ale?
Oh, that's easy. It's just regular fusion ale with green gombara mushrooms. Green gombara mushrooms are not easy to find, but we just had rain yesterday, so you might get lucky. There's some kind of malfunction at the brewery, so I haven't had a supply of fusion ale for days. Benno over there's been giving me a hard time about it.
See you later.
Mirror the sun, Peggy.
Hi.
Does Ayak?
Hey, do you know how to make fusion ale?
Oh, that's easy. Yellow and orange. That's the combination for our classic brew.
orange.
But be extra careful. I once used green instead of orange. And after I tasted the drink, I was extremely hyperactive for days. Anxious. I couldn't focus. Just running around like a maniac. I must have found the recipe for a powerful stimulant or something.
I'll keep that in mind. See you later.
Well, goodbye.
Erstmal. Ach ja, wir brauchen ja Feuer, verdammt. Oh, dafür müssen wir doch zum Marktplatz erstmal gehen. Da. Oh, McLaughlin. Deine Eltern, die sind nur weg. Also teleportiert. So, gute Dame, hier, ich habe Eier mitgebracht. Nicht nur eins.
Are these the Wondarian eggs you were talking about?
I can't believe... Wait, let me get a good look. Are you sure these are fresh?
Fresh from the caves of Gizamet.
No. See, the coloration is not quite right.
Come on, they're perfect. I got them directly from a nest of a living Wondarian family.
Oh, I suppose I can give you 15 dim
Was?
for them.
15 dim? You said you would pay anything for one Wondarian egg. I brought you 5.
But who knows if any of these 5 is even ripe enough for my medicine? Well, you did put some work into this. So I suppose I can go up as high as 20 dim.
Well, if you don't want them, I'm sure I can find someone else that will be prepared to pay a fair price.
Oh, wait!
Changed your mind?
All right. I can give you 30 dim.
5 eggs, 10 dim each. I want 50 dim, and that's my final offer.
All right. You have a deal. You drive a pretty hard bargain for a human.
Hätten wir mal die Augen nicht verkauft. Jetzt haben wir 51, ne? Wir haben nämlich 1 Auge behalten.
Hi again.
Welcome back. What can I do for you on this fine day?
Der Fluxkompensator. Den brauchen wir noch im Dings. Wir haben nicht so viel Geld.
How much for the fire spirit catcher?
I think we agreed on 3 dim.
Here you go. I'll be back.
Aber 51 war der Fluxkompensator. Das habe ich mir noch gemerkt.
Hi again, McLaughlin.
Hi, Peggy.
Ach, da brauchen wir auch noch die Musik. Verdammt.
McLaughlin, do you know anything about what happened with the time disk? Or Gem Hala?
What's that?
That machine over there in the old sanctuary.
Priest Slomek says it's broken. He says he needs it to find my mom and dad.
See you later.
Bye, Peggy.
Wir müssen leider in die Bar. Dann haben wir wieder bald kein Geld für den Fluxkompensator. Ach du Scheiße.
Dasayak.
Na?
See you later.
Mirror the sun, Peggy.
This looks like a jukebox of some kind.
Sure is. 2 dim will buy you unlimited music.
Interesting idea, but I don't think it'll work. Here we go. 2 dim. Are jukeboxes a universal invention? Wow, this music is really soothing. Desayak! What's the name of this song?
Ballad of Katanga Volunteers.
See you
Okay.
later.
Mirror to some, Peggy.
Hi again, McLaughlin.
Hi, Peggy.
Can you play a slow song?
Which one? There are so many. I know all of them.
Can you play the Ballad of Katanga Volunteers?
Okay. Pay attention.
Wow. That was awesome. Ow! These little guys are hot.
Aw, not fair. I was playing with them.
Ich komme ja bald wieder. Tut dir nicht weh, wir brauchen bloß Bier.
Nice. There. The jug is full now. And heavy.
Vielleicht kriegen wir jetzt ja Geld von denen danach.
I don't think these 2 items will fit together. I don't think these... Could these be the...
Ach so, ich glaube, das müssen wir ihm geben hier, ne?
Hey, Mick. Are these the green gambara mushrooms you mentioned?
Yep, they look about right. Pretty fresh too.
Sati said this is a powerful stimulant. I don't know what kind of effect this will have, so I should be careful with it.
Ach, wir haben das Falsche genommen. Was? Warum habe ich das so rumgemacht? Hat er nicht gesagt grün und gelb oder ist grün das Schlimme dann?
There. The jug is full now. And heavy.
Okay, jetzt können wir aber...
I should mix these in a smaller container. I only have a few of these mushrooms. I don't want to waste them. I'll pour a little out into the glass. Let's give it a little shake. And there! Fuchsian Fire Ale. Now let's see what Benno thinks. There. The jug is full now. And heavy.
So, jetzt haben wir das Aufputschmittel.
All right, here's the drink you wanted.
Let me taste it. Fantastic. Fusion fire ale. Almost exactly the way Mick makes it. Mick, maybe you should hire this one. Anyway, a deal is a deal. Here are your glasses.
Okay. Sehr, sehr, sehr gut. Halt, zurück. Wer kann uns was sagen hier hinten? Das ist Steven Seagal.
Hi there.
Seagal.
So, Mick down at the bar told me that you were there when the time disk was stolen.
Oh, yes, front row seats.
So you saw everything that happened that day?
I practically saw it happen, yes.
What does that mean, you practically saw it happen?
Well, I'm a guard, aren't I? I guard things, and on that day, I was guarding the Gemhala.
So, the most precious item on this planet got stolen on your watch?
I wouldn't formulate it quite that way. Wait, who did you say you were with again?
Maybe I should mention that I'm with the Fuchsia Truth Source. I'm working on a story about the disappearance of the Gemhala. Currently, you are my only lead. You won't mind if I make you the star of my article, will you? So, you said you saw the Gemhala get stolen, correct?
Well, I didn't actually see it.
Mick down at the tavern seems to think otherwise.
I don't want to get into any trouble.
Can you tell me exactly what happened?
Well, okay, I was on guard duty that day, all right. But then I normally don't eat food that had been out very long, but I was hungry. And all I had was this weak old Carillion pie. And my stomach, well, you know, I felt the call of nature.
Oh, you left your post to use the toilet?
Yes, I had no other choice, you see. And it might have taken me a bit longer than usual to come back. And when I returned, the time disk was gone.
So the time disk was stolen while you were taking a dump?
Oh, it was more than a dump, and yes, I'm so sorry, but I assure you, I never ate food older than a day ever since. So, you won't single me out in your story, right?
I'll try not to. Thanks for telling me the truth. It helps a lot. I'm trying to find out the exact time of the time disk disappearance and the name of the person who stole it.
Oh, I'm afraid I don't have that information. I wasn't border guard back then, and only border guards keep detailed accounts of people's names and dates and such things.
Do you know who the border guard was on the day the time disk disappeared?
I'm pretty sure it was Sati down at the brewery. He was border guard back then, but these days he's a brewer. I think he prefers being closer to his supply.
See you later.
So, jetzt haben wir die Brille.
Professor Zax, here are your glasses.
Oh, wonderful. I knew they had to be here somewhere.
So.
I spoke to Priest Slomek.
Well, why would you speak to that cheat?
Cheat?
Yes. Many cycles ago, we had a wager, which he claims to have won. But I know he cheated, that Penkert. I know he had a peek through his precious Gemhala.
Anyway, he gave me this scroll, and I wonder if you could translate it.
Well, I suppose I could do that. For you, and because I enjoy language puzzles. Show it to me. Ah, yes. These are ancient glyphs, all right. I can teach you how to pronounce them. Him paranda, him karom, asam parduni, Assam Pargrom, Duram Kalima, Duram Asai, Siram Kleluma, Tiram Balai.
What was that?
An ancient tranquilizing incantation. All creatures on this planet are sensitive to rhythm, words, and sounds. Be careful not to say these words in front of someone operating heavy machinery or animals.
Thank you, Professor.
Okay.
I know how to pronounce this chant now. Apparently, it will calm down any living being on this planet. I should be careful where I use it.
Wir wissen wo. So, wie ist erklärt?
I now have someone to corroborate how the time disk was stolen. I'll need the who and the when as well. Stephen mentioned Sati the brewer might have some more information.
Das gucken wir uns an. Aber nämlich ein Spürchen.
Hi.
Ah, Desayak. Hey, thanks for fixing the pipes. I thought I'd have to wait for days, so I've cancelled all my deliveries. As a sign of my gratitude, I'll let you use this brewery as much as you like today.
All right, thanks. Is it true that you were the border guard back when the time disk disappeared?
Oh yes, that was a long time ago. Stressful job being border guard. I much prefer working here.
I was wondering if you could help me with something. I'm trying to find out who stole the time disk and what the exact date was when it happened.
Oh, that's easy. I should have my records around here somewhere. Oh, yes, here. I kept them as a souvenir. It's a pretty famous day in fusion history, you know.
I can imagine.
Now, let's see. First, the date. The 9th double cycle of the Hohi era.
9th double cycle of the Hohi era. Got it.
And the only people arriving on that day were off-worlders. Diego de Luna and Cyril...
Wanderbrust.
Correct, Wonderbrust. Do you know him?
I know of him. Anyway, thank you for your help.
My pleasure.
Und Diego ist ja noch da, also war es.
See you later.
Well, goodbye.
So, haben wir jetzt beide Sachen? Jawohl. Das heißt, wir könnten zur nee, wir brauchen erstmal ein Foto. Hintergasse? War das hier? Ja. Ich glaube, kann er was damit machen? Das ist die Farbe, ne?
Can you make red paint out of these berries?
Yes, of course. Why didn't I think of that? Please, stand still. Oh la la! Sir, I think this might just be my best portrait so far.
Is that supposed to be me?
Isn't it obvious? Perhaps your Earth eyes have trouble adjusting to two-dimensional projections.
My eyes are just fine.
And all of their finesse captured perfectly by my photorealistic work of art. Don't forget to tell everyone that this is an original Munarek.
Thanks. You betcha.
Okay, das müssen wir uns jetzt abstempeln lassen.
You said something about notarization earlier. Mind if I ask you how it works?
Certainly. I can notarize all sorts of documents, portraits, that kind of thing.
Portraits?
Yes, a picture of a face is worthless unless it's been verified to show the person presenting it. I examine the portrait, compare it to the person, and stamp it to make it official.
I do have the portrait that I got from Munarek, but it doesn't look anything like me. Well, I have no other choice. Might as well give it a shot. Stephen, could you notarize this portrait for me?
Let me see. Oh yes, this looks exactly like you. Munarek is a genius, isn't he? All right, everything seems to be in order. Here is your fully notarized identity picture.
Thanks.
Oh, Mann.
Dasayak.
Desayak Hagastu. What can I do for you?
I have an update on the who part of the investigation.
Let's hear it. Who stole the time disk?
Cyril Wanderbrust.
Have you found someone who can corroborate this?
Yes. Sati, who now runs the brewery, was the border guard back then.
That's correct. What did he say?
That Diego de Luna and Cyril Wanderbrust arrived on Fuchsia that day.
And?
Diego de Luna is still on this planet, but Cyril Wanderbrust left. So it's reasonable to believe that Cyril Wanderbrust was the person who stole the time disk.
Yeah, I suppose that is reasonable. Very well. Congratulations on completing the who part of your assignment. We're still missing the when. We still have to get to the bottom of how it happened.
I have an update on how the time disk got stolen.
Oh, how exciting! Can you take me through it?
Stephen the border guard was guarding the Gem Hala that day.
And?
He had to leave his post due to a call of nature.
He had to use the bathroom.
Yes, and apparently it took quite a while. When he came back, the time disk was gone.
But how was it taken?
Priest Slomek was giving a demonstration of the Gem Hala for 2 off-worlders.
Interesting. And what happened?
Apparently, the priest opened a time rift to the previous day, and one of the off-worlders went through it and stole the time disk the day before.
Well done. That's exactly what happened. Congratulations on completing the how part of your assignment. We're still missing the when.
I have an update on the when part of the investigation.
I'm listening.
The time disk was stolen about 18 years ago.
Okay, but we need the precise time in local fusion time units. When exactly did it happen?
According to the border guard at the time, it happened on the 9th double cycle of the Hohi era.
Hey, that's absolutely correct. Well done. Congratulations on completing the when part of your assignment. You've proven to be quite resourceful, especially for a 2-eyed creature.
Thanks? What now?
Well, why don't you take me through the entire course of events again, step by step?
You want to hear the whole story? This might take a while.
I have time.
I bet you do. All right, here it goes.
Okay.
So, there was an eclipse that day. And Priest Slomek was giving a demonstration of the time disk for Dr. DeLuna and Wanderbrust. So obviously, Wanderbrust would start talking first. Something like, "Hey man, thanks for agreeing to show us how the time disk works." And the priest, of course, was super excited to have visitors. "My pleasure. The Gem Hala has been with our people for thousands of years. It allows us to see the perfect truth, blah, blah, blah."
And what happened next?
The priest activated the time disk, and it started doing its thing. Then, a rift opened, and it was showing the sanctum. But on the day before, Dr. DeLuna and Wanderbrust were stunned. This is stunning. Through the rift, the priest could see that the guard was not there. Where is Stephen? Well, we both know why he was missing.
Indeed. And then?
Then, Wanderbrust got an idea. So, is it possible to, pass objects or even people through this thing? Blasphemy! Possible, yes, but forbidden. And dangerous. Wanderbrust didn't care. He was like, yeah, so, there's no guard on the other side. And I can just step through here? Into yesterday? Dr. DeLuna probably tried to stop him. "Cyril, stop this nonsense!" But it was too late. Wanderbrust was already going. "See ya, wouldn't want to be ya." And he disappeared into the rift with a big flash, taking the disc in the past, which probably caused some kind of a paradox. And bada bing, bada boom, the sanctuary was destroyed, and the Gem Hala was gone, leaving Priest Slomek devastated. No! The end.
You've certainly taken some liberties with the story.
Well, it is what happened in a nutshell. Can I finally get into the guild now? I really need to help my friend.
Oh, well, that's journalism for you. Congratulations. Your assignment is complete. Please don't forget to bring me a picture of your face for the official acceptance into our guild.
Picture of my face. Got it.
Hab ich. Ja.
Here is my picture.
Aber ist doch ein Stempel.
Welcome to the Reporters Guild. Here is your proof of membership.
Thank you. Now I'm a reporter on 2 worlds. Take that, Dad. Maybe I am amounting to something.
Oh. Okay. 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 Okay, dann gucken wir mal, ob wir jetzt durchkommen, ne? Soll ich vorher speichern?
Peggie Wolf, intergalactic reporter, at your service.
Everything seems to be in order. You may enter the arena. Use the transport platform. It's for your own safety.
Platform? What platform? Oh. Woo! I'm flying!